Washington Commanders Pro Bowl receiver Terry McLaurin has officially requested a trade, just weeks before the 2025 NFL season kicks off. Frustrated by slow-moving contract talks and now entering the final year of his deal, McLaurin is putting pressure on the front office in a move that could reshape both his future and the Commanders. In today's video, we're breaking down everything you need to know: why McLaurin wants out, what's stalling contract negotiations, and how his age and timing complicate things. Let's start with the core issue: money and years. McLaurin signed a 3-year, $68 million extension in 2022. He's entering the final season of that deal with a base salary of $15 million, but only $2 million of that is guaranteed. And now, at age 29, he's looking for one last major payday. The problem? That Nets deal will begin in 2026, when McLaurin will be 31 years old. McLaurin and his camp want something in the ballpark of $30 to $32 million per year, comparable to guys like Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, and Courtland Sutton. But Washington's front office, led by GM Adam Peters, is reportedly hesitant to commit that kind of money to a receiver on the wrong side of 30. It's a philosophical standoff. McLaurin sees himself as an elite wide receiver 1 coming off a career year. Washington sees a soon-to-be 30-year-old who is already peaking. Since being drafted in 2019, McLaurin has been the face of the franchise. He started every game he's played. He's hit 1,000 yards in 5 straight years, and he's been productive through quarterback chaos, coaching changes, and multiple losing seasons. And last year, he recorded 82 catches, nearly 1,100 yards, 13 touchdowns, all career highs. And 12 of those touchdowns came from rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels, who leaned on McLaurin as his clear wide receiver 1. Now, fresh off the team's best season in over 3 decades, 12-5, and an NFC Championship game appearance, McLaurin expected to be rewarded. Instead, he's being told, "You're too old for the deal you want." McLaurin held out at the start of training camp. He later reported, but only as a hold-in, placed on the physically unable to perform list, with a lingering ankle injury from last season. But behind closed doors, he's made his message clear: extend me or trade me. Now let's talk numbers. Terry McLaurin turns 30 in September, and while that age has traditionally been a red flag for wide receivers, the recent market tells a different story. Tyreek Hill signed for $30 million a year at age 30. Mike Evans got $41 million over 2 years at 31. And Courtland Sutton, who also turns 30 in October, just landed a 4-year, $92 million deal with $41 million guaranteed. Even younger receivers like T. Higgins, DK Metcalf, and Garrett Wilson have set new baselines. T. Higgins, 4 years, $115 million, $41 million guaranteed. DK Metcalf, 4 years, $132 million, $60 million guaranteed. McLaurin's numbers virtually identical to DK Metcalf. McLaurin, 460 catches, 6,000 yards, and 38 touchdowns. Metcalf, 438 catches, also 6,000 yards, and 48 touchdowns. The only difference? McLaurin's 2 years older. That's a sticking point. Teams love production, but they don't want to pay top dollar for a player heading into his 30s. Despite McLaurin's request, the Commanders have made one thing clear: they don't want to trade him. And given how much he means to the team's identity, especially with a young quarterback at the helm, it's not hard to see why. So here's the million-dollar question: will Washington blink? Or will they risk going into the season with an unhappy wide receiver 1, limited leverage, and a trade request hanging over the locker room? Will McLaurin stay patient and play out his deal? Will a team make an offer Washington can't refuse? Or are we looking at another situation where a star receiver will request a trade only to sign an extension weeks later? No matter what happens next, this standoff says a lot about where the NFL is headed. Veterans want control, teams want value, and the wide receiver market is more volatile than ever. Let us know in the comments. Should the Commanders pay McLaurin what he wants, or is it time to turn the page and trade him?